my gosh, what a warm welcome. Thank you so much for being here this morning. It is such an honor. Our whole family is just overwhelmed by your friendship, your support, your love. Helen coming over at 6 a.m. to give us some food the day after the election. Every single one of you door knocking, doing all that you can. We have felt so much love and warmth, but we also know it's because of how much you love this amazing Commonwealth and our amazing country. Our family is just humbled to have the opportunity to serve. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And now I get to introduce my husband, Senator-elect Dave McCormick.
What a great crowd. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you to my lovely wife. Let's give my incredible wife a hand, huh? Truth be told, she's the better half of the McCormick duo, for sure. We know that in my house. Listen, I want to start with just a message of absolute gratitude. Gratitude to be standing here in this beautiful day in a city that's meant so much to my family. My dad went to college at Pitt. We had some of the most formidable years of our life here. 3 of our girls were born here. Gratitude for the people of Pennsylvania for giving us the honor of serving at such a consequential time for our country. Gratitude to the amazing campaign team. Let's give them a hand. Gratitude to so many people that have helped us across the Commonwealth, been there for us, given us their support, given us their trust. So we are feeling very blessed today, blessed by God to have given us this opportunity, and blessed by all of you for being here. So thank you. And I also want to express my gratitude to Senator Casey. So the Casey family has served this great Commonwealth for more than 50 years. My dad worked for Governor Casey, Senator Casey's father. We obviously had an incredibly hard-fought race, but there's no doubt that this is a family, and this is, in Senator Casey, a man who has served this great Commonwealth with honor. And so while we need to move forward on the people's business, which is what I'm doing today, I also recognize what it's like to lose a close election. I lost an election. I lost an election by 900 points. So we knew on election night we had won because the math was clear, and there's no way for Senator Casey to win. And the AP certainly recognized that yesterday by calling the race. But Senator Casey is going to have to work through this. And so I wish him the best and his family the best, and thank them for their service. But we got to move on to changing the direction of the country. And this is an incredibly important week, right? So we have leadership elections in Washington for the leadership of the Senate. Dean and I had a talk with President Trump yesterday. There's a huge agenda that he's putting forward. And, we made 500 stops across our Commonwealth this calendar year. Dairy farms, manufacturing facilities, VFWs, law enforcement stations. We've met with people across our great Commonwealth. We put 100,000 miles on that big old bus, which we're keeping, by the way. Dina doesn't know that yet. That bus is staying with the program. And what an honor it was, and what an inspiration it was to meet so many Pennsylvanians fighting for their families, fighting to make America great, fighting to make Pennsylvania great. But we heard a common refrain. The one message we heard over and over again is we need change. The country is headed in the wrong direction. We need leadership to get our economy back on track, to get this horrific inflation under control. We need leadership to secure the border, to stop this scourge of fentanyl. The most heartbreaking thing we encountered were parents along the way that had lost a child to fentanyl. We need leadership to bring law and order to our communities, because you can't have healthy families and healthy businesses without law and order. We learned time and again that the path to unlocking Pennsylvania's future is energy. We are uniquely blessed, and we need to have regulations and get rid of red tape and streamline the permitting process and embrace the power of not just natural gas, but all forms of energy to make sure Pennsylvania not only becomes the most dynamic economy in our great country, but also creates these great paying jobs for every single Pennsylvanian. So there's a mandate for change, and so that's where my attention starts today, on getting and making sure that Pennsylvania has the leadership it needs to get our Commonwealth back on track, but also get our country back on track. And that is a team sport. That's a team sport. So we will be working with all of you. I look forward to working with Governor Shapiro. I look forward to working with Senator Fetterman. I look forward to working with our great Republican leadership in the Pennsylvania Senate, in the Pennsylvania House, our county chairs, because these problems, inflation, crime, fentanyl, they're not Republican problems. They're not Democrat. These are problems for everybody. And my promise is to represent, I don't care who voted for me and didn't vote for me. Today I turn the page. I am focused on serving every single Pennsylvanian with all my energy, everything I've got to try to. And so that's what today's about. That's what the next week, month, years are about, is turning the page and getting our country in a place where we all wake up a week from now, a month from now, a year from now, and say, this election was where we turned the page. And we got ourselves on a direction where we feel like the future for our children will be better than our own lives, our own realities. That's what the American dream is all about. Making a better place for your kids than you had. That's the America I love. That's the America I know. We are honored to represent you, honored to have been given this incredible privilege of serving the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, honored to have so many old friends and so many new friends that stood up and got behind us, and we leave here this day with a lot of enthusiasm, but looking forward. We got a big job to do. So thank you, everybody.